we have, I think it's set up that we talk about relationships for 2 weeks, and then next week we move into embodiment and finally into manifestation. And they kind of lead into one another. And so we spoke last night, Ramaji and I, about what we would talk about this morning. And we're going to talk about, I'm going to begin by discussing my favorite word, my favorite subject, in fact, which is intimacy, sex, Tantra. And we're talking about this because it's almost a scary word for many spiritual seekers and people that consider themselves to be spiritual. Because for whatever reason, our conditioning and our ideas about sexuality and what it means just generally hinders our progress in many respects, because anything that takes you away from your unique expression means that you're not being yourself. And Tantra is what we call, Ramaji and I have discovered, is another word really for life. It's our life force. It's almost as if the lower love, sex and love, if you don't go through the lower, how do you access the higher? And what many people do is they attempt to go into a space either via meditation or in other ways to access this higher, when in fact they're really missing the point, because the point is always here. And what here means, it's within our relationships, it's within our friendships, and it's within our sex lives with each other. And we simply don't get it. Many people don't get that. And so they hold themselves back from really being true to that Shakti. And the other thing to understand fully, and I think this is such a wonderful teaching and something that most men and women need to understand. Men are visual. Men get turned on by what they see. A woman is auditory. Women get turned on by what they hear. Sound, the voice, the words. And this is how this starts to play out. Now, the ultimate is orgasm. Orgasm is probably the closest we get within the lower, what I'm calling the lower, within a sexual relationship with one another, to really experience no mind, bliss, that feeling that is just takes you out of control. It's beyond the beyond, right? But getting there and foreplay and how we play with one another all day long is not understood, because most men don't understand that women are auditory. They don't really want her to flower, to open up. And they don't really care, because in our patriarchal society, what is it really? Oh, the woman's there, the wife, and what she must do is cook, and she must clean, and then she must come and she must do what I want. And women believe it. Women think, okay, well, I'm basically, oh God, close my eyes and think of London. You know what I mean? Please him and go to bed. That's not it. You're missing the point when you don't actually embody what it means, what Tantra is, what it means to allow yourself to let go, the let go state, and to allow yourself to be the sexual being that each and every one of us is and always will be, because that's the way we are designed. And so love itself is the ultimate phenomena. And how do you access love really? And can you access love via a sexual relationship? That can only happen when you're allowing your let go state to be itself. Now, we are so conditioned. We are so conditioned from our childhoods to believe that, A, we don't love our bodies. Our bodies aren't the God, this godly mechanism we have through which everything we know flows out of. We're able to embody it, embrace it, and be it. Then we are judging other on how they should look and what they should do and how they should behave. And ourselves, the guilt that arises in us when we just want to express it the way we want to express it, yet we always trying to please another person and never being honest about what it really is that turns us on. And this will never work, because an awakened person is one thing. And when Ramaji do our non-dual talks, we are coming from a space whereby we take it for granted in many respects, that people haven't really embraced already this fundamental understanding of the lower. And then it dawned on us recently, we're talking about it later, that most people actually don't understand Tantra at all. And they're even afraid to talk about it. They don't even think it's in the same, it's the same teaching. So we think that this will really benefit you guys.